So the most daring thing is that a couple of years back, I was in Japan, and at that time I did skydiving. For a normal teenager, skydiving would be like exhilarating experience. But for me, when I did it at the age of say 53, it was daring. And then at the same time, I crossed like to 1.5 to 2 kilometers, swim in the sea. And with all the currents and waves and I thought I would never do it. It was a small lapse, but still for me it was very, very daring that I felt on the top of the world after doing it. But what about MASH superpower? I would want to call my superpower. And so I want to go into this teleport or tele transformation where I take this MASH superpower and I bring an inclusive world. Look, I deal a lot with special children, and everything that I deal, I think about them day in and day night. So we are very far away from this inclusive world. You and I know about it. So I want that inclusive world to come in a garden for them. I want it in a theatre. I want it when we are chatting around. I want it in a cafe. Can a Starbucks create a haven for them, a place for them in their normal branches? The third wave, coffee wave, I met the owner and I told them, can you create a small den for my special children with a little sensory out there, with a table which they are comfortable to. Met Credit Suisse people, met a lot of people to see if I can bring about inclusion at corporate world, in real world, in our all kinds of infrastructure, facilities, whether it's at the airport, at the railway station. So that is what I want to basically do. For that, I will need my power, right? So MASH superpower will be the best thing I would be looking at. Bollywood fan to the last T, okay? Now if you ask me one song, going to be very difficult to tell you. So I'll tell you something that I thrive on all the songs related to life, related to Zindagi, written by all the lyrics writer over a period of time. It could be Bhupendra, it could be Gulzar Saab, it could be anybody, it could be new generation, especially from the film Tamasha. I love it, written by Preetham and sung by Arjit Singh. And I love Zindagi Ka Safar. I love songs from Mausam. And I think when I'm very tired by the end of the day, I will put on my collection and I definitely would hear it. So not one movie, not one song, but a couple of songs for Zindagi. I studied in St. Xavier's College for 7 years. So you can imagine what kind of craziness we would do. So craziness was a part and parcel of St. Xavier's College students. Whether it was the Malhar festival or whether it was the Katta or whether it was the corridors, everything we did was crazy. We wrote in the washrooms, we wrote mean dialogues for our teachers, for our fathers. But one thing that stands out is in the library. I vividly remember it was in my post-graduation, which I was doing my MA. And that time there was no internet, so we couldn't get, the only go-to place was the library, and I had a small kid with me, so I couldn't borrow and beg and all those kind of things. The books were already given out. So we went to the library, a couple of friends of mine, they assisted me. I actually cut pages from all those books which I needed notes, which was very mean. And then to make the book look fat and proper, we cut pages from the Playboy magazine and put it inside, and we closed the book and we kept it. I think only after 1 month people caught on to what we had done, and of course we were reprimanded to the last T. But I think I had a lot of fun doing these kind of things. Library, I think I've ransacked at least 3 to 4 times because I was in a desperate state. So craziest things to do when you are at the post-graduation level. Of course, a couple of times, especially when we were in college. So first 2-3 years of college, we were very Seedha Sada people. We went along, we learned the systems. It was a little at the postgraduate level that we started doing things which we shouldn't have done it. So there was a time when I was supposed to give one of my papers, and my mother thought I left my kid at home, and my mother thought that I'd actually gone to give the paper or not. But I was so fed up of writing those long papers, I actually bunked an exam, and I was sitting at Ishwar Bhavan, which is a very famous joint in Bombay at Mangaldas Road, and my mom comes with all her friends out there, and she wonders where I am sitting in that place, and she's saying, "You had a paper today?" And I said yes, and I lied to her. I said, okay, I finished my paper early and I came, but the cat was out of the bag, and she learned the truth, and then you can imagine it was all hell loose at my place. I think all the photographs. Money and valuables are very essential now, at least in the 21st century. So photographs, I think I'll retrieve it from the recycling bin, or maybe I would have a backup plan or something like that, but not the money and valuables, just being practical. I'm a people's person. I can't stay alone. I need people. It's okay even if they are annoying. I'll manage the annoying people, but I can't stay alone. No, I cannot compromise my identity. So I will want to be what I am, but I can forget everybody else, but only for some time. Look, however annoying or however upsetting they may be, I cannot forget them, but keeping my identity, say for an hour or two, I'll forget them, but then I'll come back to them. Tricky, very tricky. I think fame is needed even without money at times. Money is needed to bring that fame up. But I have seen so many people being very famous without money. So I think I will go with fame. Read minds. I would love to have a television, and internet is needed. So this is 50-50 wala answer. Run any day. Ice creams. Call. More personal.